Okay, olives, lemon juice, oregano, and extra virgin olive oil. What have we got here? So there's two different types of olives. Well, the olive is the same thing, but when they are picked from the tree determines if they're black or green. So the green olives are picked sooner from the trees. The black olives are left till the fruit has ripened a bit more, and then they're picked. Okay. We've also got different types of olives in terms of the process they are made. So my favourite is Selezaytin, which is made traditionally in Hessian bags filled with rock salt and citric acid. So that kind of draws out all the bitterness from the olive, and after several months it takes, those bags are left there on top of one another, squashing all that excess moisture out of the olive, leaving you with a kind of meaty, heavy olive texture. Okay, and these come in olive oil. You can see there. Okay, so they're kind of, let's say, wet olive oils. The other one we also have here is kuru selezaytin, which is dry. So that doesn't have the excess olive oil in the container. So it's a drier. This is my preference. Okay. Then you've also got some olives which are shipped in brine, which is the salt water. Okay. So that's a lighter taste. You can use those in cocktails and on pizzas and that kind of thing. You'll often see in pizza shops. Okay, so in olive, dry without any oil, and then in brine. Okay. Yeah, so that's the olives. Now on to some taste tests, and I'm going to, at the end of the video, I'll also show you very quickly how you can get the maximum taste out of these olives. So let's start with my favourite, the kuru sele, and this is from Marmara Birlik, which is a cooperative. So that means that the farmers get more money for all the hard work they do. In fact, my parents in Turkey have olive groves. It's really hard work to pick these olives, from the branches. Bag them up. They're 30 kilo bags, really heavy to carry. And for small traders who might not have the big machinery, it's really hard work. So I think they deserve every penny they get. So if you can support them, buy it from the Marmara Birlik, they'll love that. Okay, so these are all sealed to make sure that they're fresh. And every order of the Bazachi, you get next day free delivery if you order before 1 p.m. Let's get this open. See, they're all vacuum sealed for freshness. Got these little dishes from Turkey as well when I was on holiday there. There you go, look at that. Gold. Okay, so you can see there, so you put a few there for breakfast in the morning. Let's try one of these. Beautiful. So these have the stones inside them, the pips, for the authentic flavour. And there's a tradition in Turkey, a friend of mine, he would keep the olive pip in his mouth all day. Just keep it in his mouth and roll it around in his mouth under his tongue. I don't know if it was just him or is it a Turkish thing, but so I thought he had something in his mouth, like chewing gum or something, but yeah, when I asked him about it, he showed me the pip. And you can see these are all natural, look. If you look at the pip, the stone, Yeah, it's not black. If you see black olive pip, that normally shows you that it's had some kind of chemical preservative or kind of even dye put in there to dye the olive black. These are all natural, you see? It's kind of pinky, light pinky colour. Oh, yeah, these are delicious. I could eat the whole tub now. But this is a taste test, so we'll move on. One more. Kurusele, Doğal, which means natural black olives. These are Salamura variety. Okay, so these come in 800 grams and next day delivery. There you go. That's the Kurusele from Marmara Birlik. Next, should go for one of these green olives. Now, this one by Köy Sefası is grilled green olives in the olive oil as well. Okay, so you don't need to add any extra olive oil on top, it's all there ready. I prefer the olives in the oil rather than brine. I think the brine's got a bit more of a kind of acidic taste, whereas the olive oil is a lot sweeter. So these are also flavoured with natural spices and let's just have a look. Lemon, garlic, corn oil, and I'm sure it's got garlic salt in there as well. So really, really tasty these. Let's have a look. Okay. See, all vacuum sealed for freshness. The Bazachi, you got next day guarantee. Smells amazing. And that's just, you can take that out, you don't need that there. It's just to keep the olives down underneath the level of the oil inside. Just keep them fresher for longer. Okay, let's put a few in here. You can see there, they've got like, you can see the grilled patterns there where they've been on the grill. Let's get a few more there so I can really give you a proper review. Look at those beauties. Yeah. Okay, let's see how they taste now then. I would normally have olives on a weekend. Oh my God. It's like they've just come off from a barbecue. Drizzled with the lemon and the garlic taste. If you go to a kind of high-end posh kebab house, you may be given some of these olives inside your kebab in the salad. These are really nice. As I said, because they're in the olive oil, there's no chemicals in there, it's all natural, and that taste is evident. Normally things taste this good are bad for you, but quite the opposite with olives. Yeah, all the benefits, the flavonoids, the monosaturated fats on the olive oil and in the olives themselves as well. All good for you, for your cholesterol, for your digestive system. Yeah, it's like a natural medicine. Okay, so that's the Kosefasa grilled green olives, okay? And I think that's just over a kilo, isn't it? Yeah, 1,300 grams there with the oil. Without the oil, it was 600 grams of actual olives there, but really, really good price. Great value there. Okay, so that's the kuru sele. Put that lid back on. And the Kosefasa olive. Right, so those two are my go-to olives, okay? These are the ones I know and I trust, and I'll always get these. Let's try the Hasat now. Let's try one of these. Again, Kosefasa, the same brand as the green olive, but black olive this time. And these are also Sele Zeytin, just as this one is, but this is the one with olive oil in it, so it's like a wet Sele Zeytin. It's quite a big jar as well, so that's again probably 1.5 kilo, yeah, 1,200 grams. See, it's massive. So that'll last you, that'll last the family about 2 months, at least 2 months, okay, worth of olives there. Okay, and that's having, you know, Turkish breakfast every weekend, Saturday and Sunday. But these ones come with a little foil packaging on top, just for that extra freshness, and it's natural as well, isn't it? Rather than plastic, although the tub's plastic. So yeah, if I were you, I would empty it out of the plastic container, put it into a nice glass jar for the extra health benefits. Oh wow, look at the green colour of these. Can you see all the different colours there? All the natural colours. Got black, green, browns, all the different hues. Okay, compare that to the kuru sele, which are all black. Yeah. Very pungent smell with this one. Looking forward to tasting these. Yeah. So Hasat, natural black olive. Let's try one of these. You see the natural green colour of the pip. These are very authentic. These are just like the olives we'd eat in Turkey in the village. Yeah, so if you want a real authentic olive that you get in Turkey, yeah, go for this. It's good value. I guess it might be cheaper than these, but yeah, it's really nice. Because these are Sele Zeytin, you don't have that big fluffy, moist meat. These are drier. Okay, all that kind of fluid has been drawn out with the salt, leaving a nice meaty texture. Yeah, beautiful. Let's put a few more in there. Okay, I love the colour of those olives, those greens. You can tell these are really good for you. Yeah, these are going to be really, really healthy. Okay, so now with these olives, what I would do is, first, get a lemon and just dress the olives a little bit. Very simple, like it's going to take 1 minute. Get the lemon, squeeze a little bit on there. Okay, next, some oregano. Okay, again, this is also in stock with Bazachi. 50 grams, that's plenty, that'll last you a year, I'd say, in fact. You sprinkle, not too much because it's very strong oregano. Yeah, just a dash of oregano there on top. You see? Then we need some Filippo Barro olive oil, and try to get the organic extra virgin olive oil. Okay, it is expensive, but it's worth every penny because the full health benefits, as I said, all those natural oils, the flavonoids, the oleic acid, just drizzle that on top. Okay, be generous. Okay, wow. Again, in Turkish breakfast, you dip your bread in the oil, okay, as well, whilst you're using the olives. But yeah, there you go. Maybe a bit more lemon on top. Okay, and that's it, look, very simple. Okay, olives, lemon juice, oregano, and extra virgin olive oil. Let's try this now. Much better. And I would, if you're having friends round for breakfast, I'd do that probably a few hours beforehand, or maybe even the night before. You'll notice the olives will plump up as well, because at the moment they're kind of dehydrated from the salt. But you leave them overnight, they'll plump up and take more of the taste from the olive oil and the lemon and the oregano. If you wanted, you could also sprinkle a bit of chili pepper on there as well, or tomato puree. Just mix some tomato puree in there. You've got yourself a nice dip. Okay, these have all got the olives pips inside them. Yeah, for authentic taste. So be careful if you're giving these to young children. Do make sure that they know how to take the pip out safely. You don't want the kids choking on the pips. As such, Bazachi also sell olives which have already been pitted. Okay, so this is by Cartier, and these are Moroccan olives in a brine. I guess this is a brine. Yeah. These are in a brine juice, which is salty water. They've been pitted already, so this is perfect. Again, if you're going to put this on pizzas or on some toast or in cocktails even, maybe. Yeah, they're the ones to go for if you don't want to mess around with pips. Okay, and these are whole olives, again in brine with the pips. And you've got the black olives in brine with the pips. Okay. So all different sizes, all different tastes, different varieties. So for me, it's difficult, it's very difficult. I do like, these got a really natural aroma, like this is what you get in a village in Turkey. So if you want that kind of home, nostalgic taste and smell, and the colour, I'd go for Hasat Sele Zeytin. Yeah. But yeah, if you want a treat, I'd say buy some of this. Try these grilled ones, okay? But I wouldn't have them all every weekend, but I'd have them as a treat. Okay. I'm sure my kids would love these as well. So they're the grilled. But still, I'd say the king of olives, but for me has to be the Marmara Kurusela, the dry one. This one for me is the Rolls Royce of olives. Number one, king. Yeah, so I'd go first. Second, I go for the Hasat, and this like a treat. Okay. Yeah, there we go. Have a look. Check out Bazachi.com. As I said, we've got all these olives. We've also got the olive oil in different sizes by Filippo Burrel. We've got extra virgin olive oil there in 1.5 litres. And then we've got the bigger one, which I think is 5 litres. There we go. So, yeah, prices are always good. We've also got sales on now and again. So if you want to keep an eye out on the sales, you need to subscribe. You'll get notifications. Yeah. That's it. Thank you very much for joining me. One of the